Hi guys, welcome to my movie recommendation channel. Today I'll talk about a film called La Maison en Petits Cubes. La Maison en Petits Cubes translates to The House of Small Cubes in English. It's a two-dimensional Japanese animation film which was released in 2008. It's been directed by Kunio Kato, a Japanese animator. La Maison en Petits Cubes is a 12-minute long short film which was written by Hirata. The music has been done by Kenji Kondo. This is the story of an old man who lives on the topmost floor of a very peculiarly interesting multi-storied house. The lower floors of the house have got submerged into water as his town has got flooded slowly over the years more and more. And now the water levels have risen more and soon water begins to get into the floor that he lives in. So he's left with no choice and he starts to build yet another floor on top of that all by himself. The protagonist is a very old man, but his sense of independence and his willpower to do all his work on his own are inspiring. So while he's moving his belongings to the newly built topmost floors, by mistake his smoking pipe falls to the lower floors. He goes down to retrieve it, and as he does so, nostalgic fond memories of his family begin to come back to him as he visits each floor in the house. The loneliness and peaceful solitude in his life are beautifully filmed. In the first scene in the film, he's sitting alone with the photographs in his house, all by himself. And at first it may seem like just another boring situation to the viewer. But in fact to him it is his whole world full of profound emotions. Kunio Kato said, when I showed him the first illustrations, Hirata started writing the story. During this writing process we talked a lot. He wrote, I drew, but we continued to talk a lot. Little by little we in fact composed it together. It didn't happen all at once, but it was truly based on discussions and confrontations of points of view. We arrived at this result by truly working together. That's what Kunio Kato said about working with Hirata on this film. About the old man, Kato said, stacking up the cubes on top of each other is the only thing he can do. He needs not only memories to do this, but also pride, ego, and resignation or determination. The texture of the illustrations used to animate the film is real and tangible. Even though the animation is stylized, yet it is very much real. Even more real than some of the live action films out there, I would say. The slowness of the scenes helps the audience live through what the old man is going through in the glimpses of his life that he remembers. The flickering of the colors and textures makes the visuals look very dreamy, and I think dreamy films are the best. So this is a very emotionally fulfilling film, and it's also very moving. The music is very soothing. The colors for each frame have been chosen very sensitively, and it's a very deep film. My mother and I have watched this film together twice, and she remarked it would be a delight to watch it on the big screen. And things remind us of heartfelt memories. And memories are like food for us, and I totally agree with this. So I've also watched this film a couple of times before. I watched it 2 times with my mother. There are no dialogues in the film, yet the film conveys the depth of emotions felt by the protagonist. So this is a 2D animation film. 2D animation has to be hand drawn frame by frame, and then it has to be colored by hand frame by frame or digitally on the computer. And for every second, 24 frames or drawings have to be drawn and colored. So you can imagine how it is such a lot of hard work. Animating this film must have been a lot of hard work by that logic. Kunio Kato has hand drawn each frame of the film and water painted them one by one. And he also wrote a book for the same story, mainly for children. In his interview with Manga News, Kato said while talking about animation techniques, I did not use any particular techniques. In fact, the trickiest part was adapting to the target audience. I think that the short film is, above all, intended for an older audience, whereas the illustrated book is for a younger audience, mainly children. The illustration style that's been adopted for this film is very simple, yet very emotive, beautiful and cute. The visual appearance of every element in the frame altogether is very striking, and complementary colors like red and green have been used for the dress of the main character, as well as complementary colors have been used at other places also. and there are some scenes which have monochromatic shades of colors. Overall, the choices of colors for scene transitions from one scene to another is quite different, and it's very eye-catching for the viewer, and it's just apt. The House of Small Cubes, or La Maison en Petits Cubes, was awarded the Oscar for Best Animated Short Film in 2009. And it also won many other prestigious awards, including the Hiroshima International Animation Festival, LA Shorts Fest, etc. This is a wonderful film and you just have to watch it. And don't forget to give it a like, share and subscribe to my channel if you feel like watching more such videos. Thank you so much for watching my video. See you in the next one.